Yo, what is up, everybody? Today we're gonna be trying some Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. The only other Metal Gear game I've played is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and yeah, that's it. I suck at stealth games. I've seen a little bit of the first game be played, and I've played a little bit of the first game, but only had one memory card for the PlayStation 2 at the time, so I couldn't exactly save my game. So I've played the first section of Metal Gear Solid, probably 2 or 3 times. Fire ass intro sequence. But I guess we shouldn't dilly-dally any longer. I don't know about you guys. Hold on. Let me turn this down even more, because something tells me this game's going to get loud. Okay. And just in case one of our resident schizos shows up, I'm going to go ahead and swap it to the live chat, just in case he drops some nefarious language. Just don't want to be able to read the message. Okay. Well, without further ado, I am a North American, yes. Let's go. Oh. Am I gonna need to... Hello? Oh. There we go. I guess the first thing was just a launcher. I guess. Hmm. Blood on, own view, normal. Okay, so it did adjust it here. Okay, we'll go with 5. That looks the best. I guess I should say I'm playing the Metal Gear series for the first time. We're going with normal. Probably a very bad idea. Oh well. We're in this now.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Okay, nice history lesson so far. And he is just as loud as I am looking at OBS. That's loud. Can I pause and...
Jack, I've got some important news.
Oh, I think I just skipped
Head
something.
Of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds,
Did
we'll
I
be
just skip
officially
something?
organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities.
Bad Russian.
Foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same.
No, he's a rocket
On April
scientist.
12th,
Oh no, that means missiles.
1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a
He
crisis of
Oppenheimered it?
conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin.
Sorry for not talking.
2
I'm just
weeks and
intrigued.
600
And I'm
miles to
eating
get
cheese
from the
sticks.
research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban
Was it my
Missile
massive
Crisis.
penis?
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval
Reasonable
blockade
request.
to prevent further missile shipments from
Coming from an American?
But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean
What kind
one
of
where
deal?
the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was
Intriguing.
a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
Must be
That's
one
right.
smart cookie.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea.
We call
We
it
were
the
running out
auto
of
milker.
It was either
It
give
jerks
up
you
Sokolov
off.
or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About
Where's Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
Metal
No.
Gear.
Missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
See,
No,
comically
according to
large
our
subtitles are
intelligence,
just
he's
kind of a
in
Metal Gear
Salino
thing.
Yas,
That wasn't
place
just
in
a,
the mountains about 3 miles to the
Revengeance
west that's
thing.
known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs.
I'm about
Nice
to
name for a
unvirgin them.
virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently,
Why?
they're conducting
Is
a
that
field
David
test of the
Hayter?
weapon.
Isn't that his
It's our
name?
best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Oh. And that's where we come in. Tactically suited badass. Falling in at 900 miles an hour. I definitely need to turn this game down more.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
Okay. That's simple, huh?
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
I like that so far I have to know nothing about Metal Gear, and it is just explaining everything to me. Everything makes sense.
Into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Noted. Don't fuck up. I have a problem. I am prone to fucking up. Like, extremely heavily prone to it. Also, I don't know how long I talked for at the beginning, but we are going on like 12 minutes now, and I still don't have control of Snake. I love these games. I'm a movie lover, so I don't mind long cutscenes like that as long as they're good. You know? Metal Gear. It says Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater on my helmet. It says U.S. Army Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. David Hayter. I knew it. I knew his name. God, that face paint.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in.
Loud and
From
clear.
here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence.
Is that David
Is that
Bowie?
clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's specialty.
Pretty sure that's David Bowie.
In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
So go find it.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
Well, let's go get it.
To climb
After
a
I
tree,
turn the audio down.
stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your
Okay.
progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Alright, let's turn this game down. Okay. Maybe that'll be better. Okay, well, this is interesting. I have a roll. Do I have a jump? Perchance? I have a prone and a crouch. Is that what I gotta do? Okay, hold A to crouch. Or to, prone. Press A, rolls while moving, stop, press it to crouch.
Snake, where do you think you're going? You can't expect to proceed with the mission without any weapons or equipment.
Oh, have I not grabbed
First,
those
you
yet?
need to recover your backpack. It's caught on a tree.
Okay. My bad. Ah. Yeah, how do I grab it?
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
Yes, I have. Why'd you need to call
To
me?
equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your
Okay.
available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You
Noted.
won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out.
And I won't run out of stamina?
Stamina, you can hunt for local flora and
Local
fauna.
flora and fauna.
You
Okay.
can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun.
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its
That's
durability
great.
reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident.
So don't get seen.
Can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word.
Also, yeah, this volume's a lot better.
The military and U.S. government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, that's exactly.
A fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Precisely.
The mission
That's
rests
kind of what solo
entirely
means.
in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time,
Ah.
survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive.
You know what?
My frequency is
Alright, then.
145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want
I can
to
make it
save,
back for that,
send a
for some
message
pooty
over the
time.
Reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Oh, good God, let it be over with.
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your
Big
mentor.
boss?
Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Oh, no, not Big Boss,
Jack,
the
is
boss.
that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top
Dude, what is
secret
this
mission.
drama I'm getting myself in the middle
You didn't
of?
need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques.
I know
all
that
I
B's
could.
the punch button.
The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's double
But I'm a
true
fighter.
as a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
That this conversation has gone on too long.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms.
Oh
The
my
enemies we fight are
god.
only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, as long as
I
you
can't
guys
think
get
of
off the
anyone else
comms.
I'd
Aren't we
rather
like
have with
restricted
me.
for time or something?
Oh,
Shouldn't I be like
and
moving?
One more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy
Okay.
combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Don't be seen.
Snake,
Got it.
try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Is that my tranquilizer gun?
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Okay, but when he spoke in-game, that was like super quiet. Okay. Now can I play the game? Is that a... Stand up, Snake. That is. That's a whole gator. That's a couple of gators. How do I... What's X to aim? And then release to fire? What the hell is this? Ah, he woke up. Maybe we should just run past them. Maybe that's what we do here. Just ignore the gators. Metal Gear, save ammo, CQC gators, lols. That's a snake. This is my first time playing the game, and these controls, whew, they are throwing me for a loop. What do you see, Snake? What are we looking at?
Major, I've
Two
spotted
of them.
two enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law.
Yeah, we've been over
Can't let
this.
the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government.
You told me in the last, like,
Contact with the
11-minute
enemy
phone
is
call.
strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The
Got
Major
it.
is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead,
Yeah, fair enough.
you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You
I
can
wasn't
see
expecting
how
her to put it
effective
like
your
that.
camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa.
Word. P.S. Everything I type will be in a
The
snake
key
voice
is to make
because
yourself
the
one
memes.
with nature. Keep that in mind as
Metal
you go along,
Gear.
okay?
Save ammo, CQC gators. Word. P.S. Everything I type will be in a snake voice because the memes. Doobie-doobie-doo-ba-doobie. Can I crawl through the log? Yes, I can. Bug juice. Hell yeah. I was hoping for Capri Sun, but we'll take it. We'll take it. The memes.
What the?
You didn't see me.
I'm just seeing things.
Damn straight you are.
Huh?
Sliced, diced, and chicken fried rice, baby. I can't loot him? Damn. Maybe I should have just went past. There's the other guy. We're gonna move over here. Ooh. Oh. That kind of looks like a fruit, though. Can I grab that? Is that, like, something I can do? Why can't I move while crouched? Okay, we need to get around him. Both of them, that is. You don't see anything. Got it? I think we're gonna go with the let them pass option here. Doobie doobie doo ba doobie doobie doo ba. Stand up, Snake. What do you see, boy? Ah. Is it telling me what I think it's telling me to do? If only I can remember how to do it. There it is. Okay, hold on. How the hell do I, like, there's gotta be a better way. There's gotta be a better way to aim than this, right? Shoot the bees. Bro, I would, but I genuinely do not know how.
Who's that?
Ah. I don't think we're making it out of this one, boys. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Alright, you want me, come get me. Well, this is not what I was expecting. There's gotta be a better way to aim, right? Press X to aim and release to fire. Attach and detach suppressor with X. How do? I don't understand. Hello. I can't do anything right. Hello. There we go.
Who's that?
And then... Am I, like, shooting the grass or something? What's this guy's issue? They don't see anything. They're lying. I promised you. They're lying. Hello, gentlemen. Please, stop doing that. How did I... Okay, kill me. I figured it out. I figured out how to aim. Kill me. Come on, then. Get it over with. I believe I'm getting a call. Is this the call button?
Snake, do you read? Snake!
Major.
What do you want? Snake, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I know, I know I'm nearly dead. I'm trying to die. I figured that's what that call was. Yeah, I figured it out now. I figured it out.
I hear something.
Did that not do what I wanted it to do? Can you guys, like,
What's wrong?
pass out now? I will be catching you gentlemen later.
Who's that?
Well. Let's get out of here, shall we? That was way more complicated than it needed to be. Pretty bad, Major. Thanks for nothing. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap for my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Major, I've reached
Major.
the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
This place is a dump. I'm gonna get good at my solid snake impression before this game is over.
Security is pretty tight.
The security is pretty tight. Just like your mom's
Sentries
pootie tang.
posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many.
Nano machine, son. Used to play college ball, you know.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the
Coulda
factory.
gone pro
You should
if
be
I hadn't
holding him
joined
in
the
a room
Navy.
in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Alright, now we're sneaky. You guys don't see anything. Is this really what this game is? I'm just... Virtuous mission. But is that really what this game is? It's just... It's a lot of sneaking around.
Who's that?
Heyo.
You'll get us some backup.
This is HQ.
They're not gonna see me. Nope. Ah. See, they see me. Nope, they don't see me. We just gotta stay hidden for a minute and a half. Look, we're already half a minute down. Stealth. Is there like a... Just the left stick to stab. Can I like insta take down people with the stab? Can sneak mostly and can CQC your way past guards and stuff.
I see.
Well. Before your cheeks alert them. Ah, okay.
I see him.
Hello, boys. Well, this is here. Good to know. Good to know. You guys gonna see me if I just sit in front of the grate. There's a freaking snake down here. I mean, I guess there's two. Hi, how are you? Man, they want me to come out of here, don't they? Alright, let's go climb that ladder.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still alive.
Who's that?
Pursue and engage.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Well, we're just gonna climb the ladder. You know what? They spotted me. Just climb. Those are grenades. Oh, I can't death from above like this is Far Cry. Ah. Dude. Snake, get up! Get off the ground! Okay, change the camouflage. Woodland. Leaf. There are chicken fights in Far Cry 6. That sounds epic. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? And we're not gonna get spotted this time, because we are stealth aficionados.
Who was that?
Who was who? You're tripping.
Who was that? Who's that? What's going
Who's who? Oh, God. Not this again. Why is the shooting in this game so weird? Dude, is it just me, or do I suck at Metal Gear? Oh, God. Oh, that guy's sleeping. Come on. Just pass out. Just pass out. Just pass out. That's all you need to do for me. Just pass out. Okay. That kind of seems like a room I need to access.
Major, I'm in front of Sokolov's cell, but the door won't open.
Hold on, Snake. What's the current condition?
Doing better, you'll get it.
Mission.
Alright.
What phase is it now?
Well, I mean,
Evasion.
I don't think I've ever played a game like this before, to be
I
fair.
already said you can't contact Sokolov during battle. Don't you listen to people when they're talking? Well, anyway, the reason that door won't open is probably because Sokolov is blocking it himself. He's scared, and no wonder. In order to break Sokolov out of there, you'll need his cooperation as well. so stop scaring him.
My bad.
Contact Sokolov later after you've...
Yep. Don't worry. I'm about to disengage them.
He's here somewhere. Find him.
Oh, God. Yay. Sokolov, buddy, pal, what you doing? Thought it was the Germans who burned papers, not the Russians.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
What's so funny?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as
Brew? Like the dude with the minions?
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one.
I'll be honest, I don't think Steve Carell needs all that power.
The Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
He's pretty bad.
The soldiers outside.
He's pretty bad. The soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me.
I don't know. Name sounds like Vulcan. Must be bad.
Or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out
Huh?
of here before then.
How do you know that?
Leave it to me.
How do you know what he's gonna do? Yeah, I mean, if you guys were intimate like that, it's okay. You can tell me.
Your Russian
Secret safe with me.
Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
From my
that
mentor.
America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
This get you back to the
Major,
land
this
of
is
the
Snake.
corporate bailout and
Sokolov
the
is safe
home
with
of
me.
the
He's doing fine. No
dual
injuries.
citizenship
Good work,
congressman.
Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I
No,
had
his
to
name's
kill them.
Sokolov.
There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
This guy. What an amateur. Did my suppressor break? Or am I just not using it? Wouldn't be surprised if it broke. I used a lot of ammo out there. Do I get like an actual gun I can kill people with at some point? Because that would be awesome. What was that?
Freeze!
Well, we're surrounded. Hands up, Snake.
So this is the legendary boss.
No.
Huh? We meet at last.
Huh? I ain't the boss, kid. I'm Naked Snake.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
You'll be able to twist your recoil to absorb.
Soldier?
The revolver technique. Oh, is this Revolver Ocelot? They didn't mention Ocelot, and I've definitely heard that name before.
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
So anime.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
No one's gonna shoot him? Nice cut, bro. Major, pretty good. Oh, damn, he's really good. And he loves spinning that Makarov.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Yeah, for real, this guy's batshit. And also, I don't think taking cover is going to do much. Did you see what he did to that guy? That guy was, like, behind the wall on a ladder, and he still got ricocheted.
Huh.
This guy's too damn good. Dude, I can barely aim at a regular person. No, I'm not. I'm Snake. I tried to tell you this. Why did you just meow at me? Are you one of those kids?
GRU operatives?
Why did you speak?
What is that stance? Huh, That gun.
What, you gonna roast my
If you're not
shoes
the
next?
boss, then die.
Oh, jammed your pistol. Idiot.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Man, Cutscene Snake is way more effective at this than me. Why can't I do that? Holy shit. That's way more impressive than anything I've ever thought about doing. I can barely... Again, I can barely aim. Yeah, there's liquid snake, solid snake, naked snake, snake, and then there's cutscene snake. Don't you know this? Come on, this is basic Metal Gear knowledge. Yo, how's the game going? Gotta go, but just checking in. I suck at it. The game's good. A lot of talking so far, which I was kind of expecting.
Heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. It's more of a revolver technique. Engravings give you no tactical advantage whatsoever. I know a few of the memes. It's Metal Gear. You can't not know some of the memes.
You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
The memes. Yeah, have you played any of the other Metal Gear games, and did you beat Primal? Yeah, we beat Primal on stream the other day. Probably gonna be doing a permadeath run of that at some point. And the only other Metal Gear game I've played is Revengeance.
You read me.
I read you.
And
Snake, you alright?
you know, I'm not gonna lie, that game is a lot fucking different from
Apparently
this
they were
one.
taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan,
A GRU colonel?
part of an internal Soviet power
Yeah,
struggle.
like a
according to
lot
Sokolov.
different. This game's
Something
kind of
between
just.
the KGB and GRU, between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
I'm
Sokolov
enjoying
was being
it, but I
guided by the
suck at
KGB
it,
and
you
hunted
know?
by GRU.
Like, I want to
Snake,
get
sounds
good
like
at
this
it.
could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
Nanobots? What is this, Big Hero 6? It's nano machines, son. Nano machines, son. Could've gone pro if I hadn't joined the Navy. What am I doing? Was anyone paying attention? Because I was not. Where do I have to go? Well, there's really only one way out of here. In there. We need to go back the way we came. Because I don't think I saw another exit here. And if it's not the right way, someone will call me and tell me that I'm being an idiot. The kid is wired with nanomachines. I haven't personally played any of the games, but the memes and moments are so iconic. I know most of them. It's crazy. Dude, Metal Gear Rising especially, that game really, like, I love it. It captured, like, my heart. I love that game. In and out. Ugh. Like, genuinely, it is so good.
They were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best.
I
crew
love
to
Metal
offer.
Gear Rising Revengeance.
They're coming for me.
If I was better at the game still, like back when I first picked it up and played it, because I played through the game on hard, very hard, and Revengeance all within, a week, and then I I played Sam's and Blade Wolf's DLC on Revengeance like the same week, you know, so I was really good at the game there for a bit. If I was still that good, I'd probably play Metal Gear. I'd probably play the game and its DLCs on Revengeance on stream, but I played through Metal Gear Rising on stream already.
Oh yes.
And we kind of made a mockery of the game.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
Sons of Liberty? No, I haven't played any of the others. This is the one that intrigued me the most, was Metal Gear Solid 3. So it's the one I purchased on Steam. If you guys do want to see the other games after we play this one, just let me know.
If it is complete and the Colonel gets his hands on it,
if I end up enjoying this game enough, I probably will. The first one also looks really fun. I want to play the first one.
yes. And then the age of
To be honest, it was a toss-up with me with getting the first or the third, but crap, I pressed A accidentally. We just skipped like 6 minutes worth of content there. They would have been talking until the stream hit an hour and 20. Ah, God. I'm just throwing free content out the window. I literally just tossing it out like I'm fucking Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad with his blood money. Letting it go like fucking Elsa over here. You know the secret way to beat the final boss. All you have to do is not play the game for a couple days and the final boss dies of natural causes. It's a crazy way to kill boss. I thought that was the old sniper dude that I have to fight at some point, because it doesn't he like photosynthesize and stuff. I remember seeing some dude's game, or some dude's video, like, can I beat all of the Metal Gear games before this dude dies in Metal Gear 3? It's the boss. I need to stop talking. I'm sorry. I know we were having a great conversation, but it's the boss. Let's support you. Doing Sons of Liberty would be cool if you don't know much of it. It is him. 1 and 3 are probably the ones I know most about.
Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Because those are the only ones I've really cared to remember, other than Revengeance, of course, but like of Metal Gear Solid. 1 and 3 are probably like the ones I know the most about, even though I really haven't played them. I mean, this is my first time playing 3.
Hornets.
I would not fare well here. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I have a phobia of wasps. Like, genuinely, they freak me out, unlike anything else in the world. Like, genuinely, I can be outside, and I've dealt with copperheads better than I deal with wasps. Like, genuinely. I know that paints me like such a pussy, but oh my god, they freak the fuck out of me. I was stung a lot when I was a kid, and like, hell, hey, wasps, but I'm fine with bees. Well, that's because bees won't come up and try and, you know, run my fucking fade for no reason. They won't try and rock my shit. Wasps are just mean little motherfuckers.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
Like, one time I was at church camp, and like, I got stung literally, it was half an inch away from my Adam's apple.
It's
like, down and to the left of it, from me.
Is he crying?
I was about to punch a kid in the face when it happened. That was literally God intervening and saying there will be no violence at my camp. That's the guy, that's the sniper dude? Yeah, no, I recognize him. He was on the thumbnail, I think, maybe. I don't know, but I definitely recognize him.
Kuwabara.
No, it's Krakatoa. Maybe Kuwabara's the lightning version.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Neil Ross. That name sounds very familiar.
Boss, what is
Also,
this?
he looks like a blonde
Defecting
Senator
to the
Armstrong.
Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads.
And she just dropped him like that? On the bridge?
Make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he?
Kuwabara.
Another one of your disciples?
Krakatawa!
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure
Oh,
for
no.
us cobras.
Who's gonna sign my paycheck?
He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Maybe. Oh, I get my arm broke here, don't I? I think I've seen that, I've seen a meme of him getting his arm broke here on the bridge, and it just cuts to... It's like Gangster's Paradise, like the... Ah! Yeah, and then he just screams. Yeah, that's exactly what I've seen.
He's seen my face.
Bro, this game is crazy. We got Russian helicopters with soldiers that can control wasps, a Russian guy with electricity powers, a girl named Boss, and a butler that got kidnapped by bees in one cutscene.
If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished.
It's wild so far. I actually love it.
He must die.
And why does something tell me the more I know about this franchise, the more confused I'd get about this cutscene?
Jack, you can't come with us.
This bitch. I thought what we had was special.
The new blood has been rejected.
Alright, man, Kraken. I'll catch you later. Take it easy, man.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Bitch. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but this bitch broke my arm, and I can't stop screaming my ass off. Snake, you gonna answer that? Don't make me do everything. Who am I kidding? Cutscene Snake's the only one who's done anything since the time the stream began.
Snake,
I
can you hear
suck at this game.
Yeah, just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it.
Okay.
Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Of course I can. I'm Snake.
Major, the boss.
She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button.
Okay.
If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen.
Jesus.
They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item, and then press
I gotta
the
be a
button.
whole fucking doctor to
With
heal.
this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound.
What? That's a lot of materials. That's a lot of shit to just go get because I got stabbed.
Understood?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, but holy
Go into the
shit.
survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Can't I just, like, take a first aid kit? Suffering from... Alright, apply the bandages. Not disinfected yet. Okay. Where's the disinfectant? Is that the styptic? No, that's this. Dur. And then bandage it. No bandage, not disinfected. Disinfect. Bandage. Disinfect. Bandage. Disinfect. Bandage. Alright. I think we got everything cured. Yeah, Snake's definitely seen better days, that's for damn sure. Before I know it, I've seen better days. Alright, Snake, can we get up? Come on, I just wrapped you in bandages and disinfectant. You can't get up? Oh, hold on. Bleeding. Suture it? Okay. There we go. I'll need to activate my nano machines to get up. It took a lot of items to heal. Then again, I guess I was messed up pretty bad. Also, one of the few men I've seen who can properly rock a mullet. I think I've picked out my Halloween costume this year. It's gonna be Gandalf. Yeah, I think I can make a decent snake. My facial hair just kind of naturally grows like that and nowhere else. The boss really took it easy on me this time. Did she? Did she, Snake? Because to me, it kind of looks like she put on the 10-inch strap on and got pounding.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
I don't think I can set it up. Metal Gear.
Shagohod.
Ah. I got something stuck in my teeth. This is gonna bug the crap out of me.
Excellent.
Ah,
A great success.
there we go. I got it.
Thanks to the
I got
boss
what was
and
in my
her
teeth.
cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are you sniffing, Ocelot? That's kind of creepy.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
It's already active? He's pretty bad.
She's a nice catch. I'll take
She
her.
is. She's kind of a
Not
baddie.
so fast, my dear.
What's that?
A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Metal Deer.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Huh?
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Get off.
The Alamo.
Colonel!
No, he's got a good point. Remember the Alamo. I mean, we all remember Pearl Harbor as well, and that's the reason we Americans went to World War II right there. They fucked with our vacation home. They fucked with the country's vacation home, alright? We weren't gonna let that stand. Holy shit. Nope. I think I just accidentally skipped the game again. Or skipped the cutscene. Shit. Fuck me. Why does just pressing A skip? The Alamo. Do not tell me we are getting the fucking title to this game an hour and a half in. And I accidentally skipped 2 or 3 cutscenes.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night.
Okay, can I skip this? That sounds copyrighted. We're gonna skip that.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point.
That kind of sounds like.
Pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload
That kind of sounds like
supply is
riding.
nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're
Of course they are.
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
Probably.
No. This Fox is
Damn
still
it.
one step ahead of the Hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger.
What's bigger? Don't answer that.
Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left
My
with
penis,
no choice
huh?
but to order the military to maximum alert.
Yeah.
And
That's actually
unleash
what's clapping
Armageddon.
around. It's not Snake's ass cheeks.
With
It's his
the
massive
help
fucking
of your
testicles
predecessor,
slapping his thighs.
I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then? The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction.
Sounds like even he doesn't trust Volgin.
Who's the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago.
The Davy Crockett Atomic Nuclear Missile System.
Although they were mass-produced.
That's American as shit. That's as American as it gets right there.
The facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons.
Negasonic teenage warhead.
Right so far.
Yep, that's the one.
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
They usually do.
We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
Yes.
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the Boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The Boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
So we can't fuck up. I am not the man for the job.
Simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the Boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You
Not
mean the
particularly.
two NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Vulcan's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
This looks kind of dangerous.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
I think they're gonna lose it. Easy landing. Good thing we didn't hit a tree.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown
Yep.
pretty far off target.
Why wouldn't I?
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Sounds reasonable
Our
enough.
priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140 0.85.
You got it.
I almost forgot.
2 hours
Paramedic is
in,
with
I've
us
been
again
able
on
to
this
play
mission.
Is this her last chance too?
once, twice.
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's
What's
an
he do?
expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lule Lo."
Lali Lule Lo. Gotcha.
Lali Lule
You've been
Lo.
equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
Hell yeah,
I
an
thought
actual
standard
weapon.
Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government.
Fuck
It
yeah.
would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime, at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Hell yeah. So we actually have a weapon now? Hey, look at that, we do. Go ahead and attach the suppressor. Hehe. What's the cigar do? Highly addictive and hazardous for your health. A death pill. Okay. Well. I forgot, can't move while crouched. Thank God, we actually have a weapon now. Maybe I'll be able to do something. Do. Oh yeah, blackface snake. We love it. That's a snake. That's a horse. What's a horse doing out here? Is there a person riding it? Looks like it. There was a person riding it.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
It never is. Boss?
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
A
What
little.
are you doing here?
You are really good at that.
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
That's where you're wrong. I've got these 2 guns. Dude, Snake sucks at this. Why are we sending him in?
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
I don't think bullets fly like that. And she's got a hell of an arm to keep that thing that steady. Unless it's chambered in like 9mm or something.
That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to.
There was
run
someone
that far.
behind her.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know
Loyalty to your loyalty, or loyalty to your loyalty? It is an excellent question. As old as man itself.
Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Dude, she just roasts every part of my outfit.
If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
Ain't been here 10 minutes. Bitch already broke my hand.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Alright. Well, we are... Just the, Okay. Now we're gonna end this stream
Snake,
here.
it's so good to hear from you again.
I'm enjoying the game so far, but holy fuck, I've had to
4
listen to a
days,
lot
actually.
of talking. Maybe next time we get back in the
I
game,
visited
it'll be
you
a
in
little
the
more
hospital.
gameplay, a little
You were
less
still
talking.
unconscious, though.
But we've been, I just pressed save. See what I mean? This is just the first
good
time
luck,
I've...
Snake.
Thanks.
Did it even save? I pressed B there. Did it even save?
Saving the game, Snake?
Yes. No, I didn't save. Alright. We are going to end the stream there, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I have. It's about this monster called Godzilla who goes, Oh my god, I just saved the game. Why is there that much talking? Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one. The channel and all that, you know, like, comment, and subscribe. The Patreon's like a couple bucks a month, if you guys want to do that as well. But otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next one, where we will either be playing this or we will be starting our One Life of Far Cry Primal. Haven't decided yet, but hope to see you there. Goodbye.